So, when working with parents, let's start at the very beginning. This is the first video in this playlist. How important is this subject to you? In my own career, the importance of parents has actually changed quite a lot. It's become more and more important as life's gone on. So first of all, let's just reflect for a moment. Do you have an equal partnership with your families? Do each set of adults support each other equally to benefit the child? Now, if we look at the facts, it's now very well documented that what happens in the early years affects the child's adult life. The better the early years, the better the choices the child has later on, because they earn more. Because they earn more, they're able to make better life choices. They can avoid the substance abuse. They can stay within the law. They are more healthy physically and emotionally. And all of this has been proven. It's interesting that I heard on the UK news just last week that for every £1 spent on the early years, saves society £13 on what could be spent on adult interventions later in that child's life. So for me, the more collaboration, the better. There are challenges along the way, and I'm going to cover those in future films. But first of all, you need to set out clearly so your whole team can support your ethos, what working with parents means for you. How do you intend to embrace parents? What sort of partnerships will you be encouraging? It's about what comes next. So I hope that there might be some points in this film that will nudge on your thoughts. Certainly, my own aspirations in my nurseries, working with families, definitely changed. It changed over time because what I wanted to achieve changed, and involving parents to become more and more engrossed in what's actually happening within the setting was going to support the vision that I have. It is, or it will be, a true association where most families are engaged, because that ultimately is what I think you should be aiming for. Being really clear on these intentions will support the practice moving forward. Once you're clear, then it's about how to implement that plan. And I would suggest that you begin with the educators, the teachers and the practitioners. Think about how confident are they in working together with parents. I often think this is a downfall because most practitioners perhaps are not. You know, they're still struggling with how they're going to deal with a child that's bitten another child, let alone help parents understand their children's learning and development and what they can do at home with their child that's stage appropriate. There is information below this film because I'm going to do a more detailed webinar where I'm going to explore partnerships in much more depth than I can in these snippets. So if you're interested, do follow the link. So going back to your team, it's really important that they are able to deliver your ethos. Ensure they're all competent. But it's also about consistency to ensure that every family is consistently looked after, that they're consistently encouraged, appropriate to their individual needs. Now, it's much easier, isn't it, if we also attract families that want to do more than push their child through the door, and the education is all up to you guys. Okay, so it's important, once you have got everything established with your team, that you start to advertise what you're doing and attract those parents who really want to work with you for their children's benefit. So you need to get your website, your prospectus, your Facebook page, all in line with what you stand for. Now, hopefully there's something here that will help you, something for you to improve upon. Please share it with me in the comments, because I'd be really interested to know.